history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Vols kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wants to throw one first. Hauls it in. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Takes the handoff. It's Riley. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
To the ground. He's got it again. Enough to move the chains. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Snap in the shotgun. Left side, it's Riley. On the move at the 30. There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Touchdown, USC! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. 1st first carry of the season for this transfer. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into fun.
He's loose. Inside the 30. He now has 53 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes a catch. Touchdown, Tennessee! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Set to kick this one.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David. Snags it and he's open. Gets away from one, finds room. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Trojans come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Drops back on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down to the air. Under pressure. He's going to run it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
Started this drive with a bang, but now it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
Hits inside. It's Davis. Just smothered on the play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Back to pass on second down. Comes down, it's Napier. Running through contact. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Quarterback changing the play. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pulls it in. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score. USC 14, Tennessee 7. Number 48.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Drives inside. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Fresh center downs going to the air. Right side, it's Anderson. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw one first. Fires to the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Second and long here. He wants to throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Jackson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Vols will call on their punt team. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off play action on first down. Right side, it's Miller. Oh, he got loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's a good... These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
He's got an open man, and he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their...
Touchdown, Trojans! Makes a grab right along the back of the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss.
35, Tennessee, 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to Davis. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. He's up to 57 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Second down, gonna throw it. Turns it upfield. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. Driving forward, it's Davis. Nowhere to go.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Wide receiver going in motion. Ready, go. He'll set up to throw. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Here we go. Ready. Hey, move. Ready, go.
Out wide right, it's Matthews. Touchdown, Volunteers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That was a big touchdown for them, too, because they're still trailing, and they've got a lot of work ahead of them here in the second half. But I think that's going to give them a lot of confidence now going into halftime. I can't wait to see what they do here in the second half.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our wraparound with Clemson, taking on the number 16 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Tigers who are rewarded for feeding their star.
He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Vols.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21.
USC 35, Tennessee 21.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Floats it out in space. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
The run inside. It's Riley. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Right side, it's Bowman.
And 3rd down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field to make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big 1st down.
And the Trojans have this offense rolling. Drops back on 1st down. Got a man, it's Bowman. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go, ready.
He's changing the play. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Caught. Ripping through the defense. Gets away from one, he's got space. And he scores! Touchdown, Trojans! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Handoff again. Shakes off the defender. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. trying to slip through and pick it up. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Gordon. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to it. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Finds his man. It's Staley. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wide receiver going in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just got rid of that one.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Bowman. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Breaks into the open. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position, and here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Off the boot, looking for his man. Grabbed behind the line, it's Riley. Bring him down.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw again. Firing for the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And it's been fun to watch this QB execute today because he's shown you a little bit of everything. He's shown you the fastball. He's shown you the changeup, the ability to throw to all parts of the field, and he's still taking shots. Even after having 4 touchdowns, you can tell they feel confident in him. He's confident, and he's...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Fresh center downs going to the air. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, They barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Gets the back moving. 2nd down to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just on the same page with his target.
Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got his man. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw one first. Unloads to the wide out. The sure hands, it's Jackson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. First carry of the season. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Out wide right, it's Hardy. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself. And
all right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Defense wants to bring the heat. Got to make the play on fourth. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Touchdown USC. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point.
That makes the score. USC 52, Tennessee 21.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Tennessee offense will take over 1st and 10.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Quick pass to the left. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He'll pull it down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. And the Vols are in the hurry-up.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Right side, it's Hardy. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27.
Go!
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game.
And, guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Break. Here we go. Ready. Ready to go.
Keeps it looking for room. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on third and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Return. Squid. Bubba. Ready, go.
Back to pass on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination.